Alrighty, now let's implement row level security. First things first, we'll go to new item, we'll create a warehouse because we'll be firing tons of SQL queries. It's kind of like if you're familiar with DBA stuff, then it's easy. So let's give a name like RLS for row level security warehouse. Let's click on now create. All right, our warehouse is ready. So if you look here, the schemas, DBO schema. So currently it hasn't got any tables here. Let's create one table with some values. I'll go to click here, SQL, new query. So I'll ingest the data or our dummy values using a SQL create table command and insert into. All right, so first step, let's first create a table using create table. So if you are familiar with databases, you might be knowing the command create table, then the table name with the column name and data type, right? It creates a table. So currently we got our table, but there is no data in this sales data. Let's insert some dummy values, then we'll verify the data. Let's execute step 2, which is basically kind of inserting these values into our sales data table. So it got executed successfully. Now we can verify it by clicking here. So Fabric got a cool interface here. The number of rows, row count it will show. The DDL for it as well. We can do select 100 star. So it's kind of ready-made command. Since we just got inserted 10 dummy values, so it's showing 10 values here, 1 to 10, right? So let's go back to our query now. So we have verified these data are loaded in our table here, the sales data table in DBO schema. Looks good. Now let's go to step 3. Let's hit the run. All right, it got executed successfully. We got the green sign. So basically what it does, so it will remove the existing row level security policy so that we can safely modify or recreate the predicate function. So security policy is kind of a binding object, we can say. As long as this exists, the function it references cannot be dropped. So dropping the policy frees the dependencies. That's why we have made sure we have dropped it. Now let's drop the predicate function. I'll hit run. All right, it got executed. So now it basically defines, it basically kind of deletes the old predicate function definition, right? So functions are schema bound when used in row level security. Now let's go ahead with our step number 5. I'll select this and run it. All right, it got executed successfully. So let me explain. We have here something called session context. So session context is a key value store tied to our current SQL session. When we set @key region like this, which we'll be seeing later on, the keys. So the function basically compares each region's column to that value, so that rows that don't match are filtered out. We'll see this in the testing part. Please hold on. All right, now let's create some security policy. I'll execute it. All right, it got executed successfully. We got the green tick mark. So so basically this attaches the predicate function to the sales data table. If you look, right, on the table name we got with state on, right? So every query against the sales data is automatically filtered through the predicate. The users who don't need the users don't need to add the where region equal to themselves, like will show in now. The it will enforce row level filtering at the engine level only, just like here the testing part. Once I run this, it'll understand what it does. Let me now run this. So we are basically simulating users with session context. So if we look here, the exec this statement, so it basically sets the session variable with region to east. If you look here, the region, remember this one, and east. If we go up, this step I have mentioned, right? The at this region, right? That's what we are doing here. Region east. If we look, right. So we are not using any kind of where clause here. So it sets the session variable region to east here. So the predicate function now evaluates region equal to east. If you look here, the values only east will be displayed from the sales data, right? That is row level security. If you look at the table got west, south, north, every region, east, but we are now getting just the east, right? Since we have set the value equal to east here. Same logic goes for the west region as well. So if we run this, only the region, the data containing the west, that is the values from the table where region is west, will be just returned. So it's kind of like mimicking the different rules. So here in Fabric, the creation of rules are not allowed. So it's kind of like we are simulating the row level security by doing this. Same goes for the others as well, the north and everything. So only just the north are. And last but not least, we are just resetting a value equal to null, the context. So basically a session context simulates different users or roles without requiring to create user, right? We cannot create user here in Fabric in warehouse, just like databases. So that is the difference. So that's how we implement row level security in Fabric using warehouse. Thank you so much. Let's meet in our next lecture.